Hello, scientists. This is Mr. A, checking in from Key Largo. I know I said that I would not provide a test outline, but do you really think I was that mean? Wait, don't answer that. I know. Never mind. So let's begin. Your second test for the semester will begin with everybody's favorite principle, Bernoulli's. Bernoulli's principle. And simply, Bernoulli's principle states that as the velocity of a fluid increases, the pressure of that fluid decreases. So if I gave you some examples, say increasing the velocity of an air that's passed through 2 cans of Coke, and the 2 cans of Coke end up coming closer together, rather than being blown apart, could you tell me why that was Bernoulli's principle? Or if I gave you a novel or a new example, could you provide evidence that suggests whether it's Bernoulli's principle or not Bernoulli's principle? I think you guys got that one pretty well. All right, our second topic will be work. I know I've berated you with a few music videos with work in the title, and now it's time to put those to use. So we know our equation for work is work equals force times distance. Work equals force times distance. So our units for force, right, are newtons, and our units for distance are meters. But luckily, we don't need to remember that exactly. What we need to remember is that our units for work are joules. Our units for work are joules. So after work, we talked about power. And power simply is how much work you do over time. So work per unit time. And that works out to be joules over seconds. Joules over seconds, which we know are a watt. Next, we talked about energy. And we talked specifically about 2 different forms of energy: potential energy and kinetic energy. So those 2 different forms, potential and kinetic energy. Those are G's, those are Y's, potential and kinetic energy. And if you can help my friend Pete and diagram where his potential energy is the greatest and where his kinetic energy is the greatest on this swing, then you should be fine with your understanding of potential and kinetic energy for our test. Finally, we talked about simple machines. Yes, this topic will be on your test. And with the idea of simple machines, you have to understand what mechanical advantages, and you should also be familiar with different types of simple machines. For example, a ramp or inclined plane, or a pulley. Those are just 2 types, but be familiar with the ones that we talked about. So things like ramps, inclined planes, pulleys, levers, those are all things that are fair game for the test. Also, please remember that on Wednesday afternoon, after school, I'll be holding a review session for any of you that have questions. And also, Thursday morning before school, I'll be ready to go by about 7 a.m. So get to school early if you need any last-minute review. Best of luck studying, and I'll see you all soon. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.